Hello, I am Mac, at least for a day, and everything's going to be okay. I'm making a really quick Waking Titan 1.5 report because something really urgent is about to happen today. So let's get through this real quick. 1:30 Central Time on Thursday, July 5th, the status command on wakingtitan.com changed. If you remember in the last report, I talked about how there was this new activity, security event where people had to use the uplink app to look at information about the servers. There were 10 different servers and there were tons of numbers and data people had to go through. There was different data, like depending on what part of the world you were in. It was based on your geolocation. So if you had a good connection to it, like it was probably, I'm not sure if it was based on the position of the satellite again, but if you had a good connection and you could like see a reliable amount of data about the servers, people compiled all of this data, and finally they came up with 2 servers that had some suspicious things on them. I think they had like nowhere else in the data where there were their capital letters. So in one of the servers, some of the data had a capital A, and in the other server there was a capital B. So people reported on the Reddit thread and upvoted those posts saying that that was the most suspicious thing they saw. And so then the status command updated and said security diagnostic in progress, server 31422 and 85671 shutting down. So people had them shut down those 2 servers. Now to me, I think this is indicative of what happens in No Man's Sky in the Atlas Rises update. It talks about the Atlas shutting down universe simulations that it thinks has anomalies in it. So I think this was kind of a real-life representation of that. They asked us to do a security check on their servers, and then they shut down the servers we said we thought were suspicious. So those servers probably had universe simulations in them, and because we told them to shut them down, those universes ended in a way. It's kind of a scary thought, but just like in No Man's Sky, where there are realities that are supposedly collapsing and being shut down by the Atlas, we helped make something like that happen. I think that's what's going on in a way. I think that was the intention of doing that, was to make a real life correlation in the ARG with what happens in No Man's Sky's storyline. So anyway, at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time on the same day, Thursday, July 5th, Simon, one of the newer dreamers, his 2 other memory blocks unlocked. And as usual, I encourage you to go do Simon's conversations and, you know, learn about him yourself, but I am going to spoil the answers to those 2 conversations now. The code for the second conversation is interview. Simon has a brother who was going to have a job interview to go work overseas, and Simon's the dreamer I told you about that's a lot like me. He's a streamer, let's player, and he had a good relationship with his brother. He was like the only person that he played video games with in real life, and they would stay up late at night playing video games together. And so Simon didn't want his brother to leave and go work overseas, so Simon changed his brother Alex's alarm clock so that the alarm wouldn't go off, and he missed his interview. And Alex got really mad at Simon. They had a fight over it, and then Alex ended up moving out anyway, and they haven't talked since. So that was kind of a sad situation. And so that is why the second code of the second conversation is interview. And then the third conversation, the code is Guild of Adventurers. That was a club that Simon's chemistry teacher, his favorite teacher, helped him make. It was an after-school activity where he and just a couple other classmates and his brother Alex would play board games after school. And that was one of the few times that Simon had friends in real life, and he really enjoyed playing with others and such. So that is the third code, Guild of Adventurers. Now, let's see. Okay, and then today, around 10 a.m. Central Time, Friday, July 6th, this is the really exciting part. The status command on wakingtitan.com changed again, and it says, calculating PSN coordinates. Estimated time, 16 o'clock Eastern Time. Be ready for urgent travel. So today, at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, my time it'll be 3 p.m. Central Time. We are going to be getting coordinates for the PS4 version of No Man's Sky. At least that's how it sounds. It says calculating PSN coordinates. So we're going to be getting coordinates. I don't know if it'll be like signal booster coordinates or portal address. Either way, we'll have to figure out how to get there. And probably it'll be comm stations that we have to read. That was an event that they did last year on PC. There was one live drop with a comm station. That was way back when Waking Titan first started, and then later we had like a big string of comm stations in the Galactic Hub that PC players were able to go read and get information for the ARG. But this year, a lot of us on PlayStation complained that they only had in-game events for PC players. This year, they are making it in PlayStation. So I'm really excited about that. I will be live streaming this event, so close to probably an hour before it starts, I will start live streaming and I'll get all ready. And whenever we get the coordinates, I will go there and I'll read the comm station, or maybe it'll be an in-game meetup with a representative. Who knows? It'd be cool if we met somebody's orb and we had to talk to them to get clues or something. But either way, I will be live streaming this Waking Titan event. It's the first time I get to live stream anything for Waking Titan, because it's in-game on PS4, so that will be exciting. Hopefully I'll get to the live drops and everything. I have all the portal glyphs in all game modes, and if need be, I can use creative mode, claim a base, and move to wherever we need to be, and use my ship to fly wherever I need to get the comm stations or whatever. So let's see, at the time of recording this, it is, oh my, we've only got about, whoa, I've got less than an hour before the time I want to start the live stream. So right after this video goes up, I'll probably be starting my live stream, and I'll be waiting around. I'll have to close out my game while I'm live streaming, so I'm sorry if there's a lot of blue screen on the live stream, but I will have to close, like minimize or whatever you want to call it, close the No Man's Sky app and get on the Internet Explorer to find out what the portal coordinates are or whatever. But I will, yeah, I'll be live streaming this live drop event or whatever it is, and yeah, it's gonna be very, very soon, almost right after this video goes up. So I have been Mac, and so yeah, it's about I'll be starting my live stream about 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and it is Friday, July 6th. So I have been Mac. Thank you for joining me for a day, and remember, everything is going to be okay.